vacant, abandoned, and foreclosed homes, boarded up storefronts. It is painful to see the impact that these blighted buildings have on our communities. It is even more painful to realize that some of these buildings used to be someone's home. Yet there are opportunities to reverse this trend and help families and communities build stability for the future. Welcome to the work of community development investing. The Leviticus Fund is a community development loan fund that aggregates capital from social investors for reinvestment in low-income communities throughout New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Leviticus invests in projects like affordable housing and community facilities in very low-income communities. Things like childcare centers where women are going back into the workforce and have no real way to care for their children. The not-for-profit developers that we support are really wonderful organizations. There are groups like Unified Vailsburg Services Organization in Newark, New Jersey, Mercy Haven out on Long Island, groups that really are doing fabulous work and struggling to make ends meet, and so our kind of financing is very important to their projects. A good example of our flexible lending is the Pier Street project that Westhab came to us to finance a couple of years ago. It is almost completely funded through government subsidy. It's a wonderful project for veterans who are in transition between treatment and life back in society.
Westhab is a nonprofit that provides a wide range of social services and housing to people, mostly in Westchester County, but we are now expanding into the Bronx and into Connecticut. We really work with people from all ends of the spectrum, people who are homeless to people who need a chance to purchase affordable home ownership.
The importance of this particular project is one, that it allows individuals to be placed in a residential setting. Otherwise, they would either be in some single-room occupancy hotel or on the street. This is a part of our new initiative to significantly expand housing opportunities for veterans.
We understood that people would be sharing a space. People who didn't necessarily choose to live together would be sharing a space. So everybody has their own refrigerator. They're stacked. There's 4 in each apartment. There's 2 bathrooms in each apartment. We also have on-site case management, and the first floor is entirely handicap accessible.
After the service, I had a problem with drugs, and it escalated, and I became homeless. Not knowing where your next meal coming from, where you're gonna live, how you're gonna live, it's kind of scary.
My brother was in the Marines, my sister was in the Navy. I don't know, I just kind of thought it was my duty to do a few years in the service. The military puts a lot of pressure on you, and you fall into drug abuse and alcohol abuse, and you sort of fall through the cracks. It's difficult to hold a job while you're abusing drugs or alcohol. It was difficult not having a place to live. Everybody wants to have some place to go at night.
When I first came in here, I was kind of overwhelmed because the place looked real nice, more than what I was accustomed to, you know. Right now, I'm just looking to being able to support myself and get back into society.
Hopefully I can get a job in the city where I wear a suit every day and get a 9-to-5 job and have a normal life like everybody else does.
Without this program, I see myself pretty much being homeless. I didn't see no way to kind of get out of the rut I was in. And this program helps me to help myself get back on track.
Westhab really changes the lives of the people who live in our housing, especially in a project like this.
The Leviticus Fund has been instrumental on several different projects that we have worked on. In each of those instances, when I approached Dave Rayner, the fund was expedient, easy to work with, and most importantly, understood our mission.
Childcare is extremely important, especially to mothers, but to families in general in low-income neighborhoods. Working in the Vailsburg section of Newark, New Jersey, Mike Farley and UVSO are a wonderful example of what Leviticus hopes to achieve in its mission.
Unified Vailsburg Services Organization also known as UVSO, is a multi-purpose human services and community development organization founded by residents of the Vailsburg neighborhood in 1972. We work from 9 different locations in the neighborhood. One of those locations is the Smith Street Preschool, a fairly new building that was constructed in 2003. It was built with financing from Leviticus Fund. It is a prime example of the ways in which Leviticus has helped UVSO to do more on behalf of the Vailsburg neighborhood. I think that the goals of Leviticus and that the goals of UVSO are highly compatible, and I think that has a great deal to do with the success of our relationship as a borrower and lender.
We have multiple programs. We have programs for children of all ages from 6 months to 19 years of age. So for parents, it's like a one-stop shop.
This is by Jane Simmons. She is the author and the illustrator.
This program is important to the community. It's quality care at a low cost. It helps parents with multiple children to know that they can drop them off in 1 or 2 locations that's in walking distance and then pick them up at the end of the day. They know our reputation, they know that we have quality in all of our programs. They're in an environment that's enriched and fulfilling with all the materials and supplies. They have fun with learning. They enjoy coming here. It's clean, it's safe. Technology, we have computers in the classroom. So everything that children would get in a suburban area, we would get here.
The center helps people in this Vailsburg community by giving them a place for their children to go. It's like a home environment, a great child and adult interaction. The children love to come.
Outside is sunny and cool.
It definitely equips them for what's ahead in life. The center will make a difference.
This is living proof. This building is living proof.
Why?
Well, at the end of the day, we're all judged on how we make our money and then how we spend it. And an investment isn't exactly spending our money, but it's putting our resources in. It costs us something, there's no doubt about it. What we get back from that so fills our quotient of what we need, that we're spending it on bricks and mortar perhaps, but ultimately we're spending on people and allowing them to have the same quality of life that you and I want to have for ourselves and our families. And that's a real bonus for me.
People invest in the Leviticus Fund because of the work we do, because of the low-income communities that we serve, the housing projects that we invest in, the childcare centers that get built with our funds. To continue this important work, we need your help. I invite you to consider investing with Leviticus. One of the great things about investing with Leviticus is that your money is going to have the greatest impact right where you live. Thank you very much.